And I'll just give you a little teaser into this box to give you an idea what's in there. There you go, that's enough of that. Hey guys, I'm just on my way out the door. I've got an estate call today. Basically, somebody's passed away. This is a referral from a realtor in the area. So I actually did a quick walk through this house over the holidays. The family was all gathered there, but at that point, nothing had really been discussed on what was keeping, what was going. So it was pretty quick, pretty hectic. I didn't really get a chance to dig around too much. I did see a few things that jumped out at me, but I didn't make any assumptions at that point, not even knowing if I was going to be called back at all. So I have been called back, and I'm going to meet at least one of the brothers today to see if there's anything I'm interested in. Permission from the owners to film, which is good. You're not going to get any names or locations. You will get some vague details about the estate, though. This man was in a pipe band for 50, 60 years. He's since passed on. There's 4 kids looking after the estate. I've made the deal, as I said, to purchase what I want today with an offer for the rest of the estate and the clean out as well, which sounds like it could come together. So for right now, I'm just going to give you a quick sneak peek of what I'm grabbing in here and what may be down the road. So there's a lot of just regular household stuff, some prints, some collector plates. You'll see some Wade T figurines in here, just little smalls. This is not stuff I usually just buy outright. This is more of an estate purchase if that comes through. So that's not today, but it's not to say it won't happen. There's some kind of cabinets here with some die cast. Most of it a little bit lower end. Again, nothing in here I'm pulling out today. That's a reproduction motorcycle and sidecar made in China, so not the good one from Japan. There's some older Matchbox military pieces in here, some miscellaneous Hot Wheels and things. Nothing of really significant value, something I'd probably send to auction. Again, not today. Steam toy down here, odds and ends. There's some board games. We'll head over to the next cabinet. There's some older toys up here. They're not complete and they've been repainted, so there's not much value. Not coming today. Figurines, buses, a couple better pieces in here, but mostly newer, low end. Everyday household items. Again, none of this is coming with me today. What I do want to buy today and am buying today is I'm handpicking about 75 to 100 records. So I've made a deal to pay $300 for what I want for records. I set up to about $100. Now that's about $3 per record, but I haven't got time to check condition. So I'll have to check that out when I get back to the shop. There's a few down here. I've already started a few stacks here with some great stuff. There's some Wings or McCartney. There's a lot of Who. More The Who. More The Who. And then we get into some good stuff somewhere in here. There's REM, that's a decent record. Oh, a few Ramones. REM, the Ramones, Eagles, Led Zeppelin, Robbie Robertson, Kiss. Queen, great cover. I'm going to show you more of these later. As part of the clean out offer, these cabinets all gotta go. This is kind of mid-century, but not quite what I'm looking for. They'll go to auction, maybe donation. There is some practical pieces around here. The furniture, most of this is staying for staging. If I do the clean out, that's on me. The piano is the one exception to the rule. I'm not moving the piano. There's a custom-made shuffleboard table here. Not really high quality. I've looked at it before. If it was the real deal, like a Brunswick or something, I would definitely make an offer on it. You can see there's just tons of photos from the pipe band. Playing at the CNE. There's an old skin there. Now, a lot of this stuff is going back to the pipe band hall, which is where it belongs. I'm only getting a couple little small pieces here and there. They're a little more insignificant. This old sideboard here with the mustache pulls. I'm not taking this today, but I have made an offer on the rest of the contents, so that could come with me at some point. And this is the part of this living room I'm most excited about is the records. Now the good ones you saw in those stacks on the floor came off this shelf. I've still got to go through this whole row and this whole row, and I've got a little stack I'm building there. So I'll give you a little peek of what I'm flipping through here. There's a lot of the generic stuff. It's barely even early rock and roll. I'm grabbing any early rock and roll I do like, I think it has value. A lot of this is stuff I just put through auction or even donate. But I always laugh and tell people that, oh yeah, there's always going to be one of these in this collection. I always mention there's going to be James Last. There's always a James Last in this collection. One I haven't seen yet is Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. I almost always pull one of those out. And no matter how conservative the people were, there's another James Last. There's almost always a copy of the Grease soundtrack or Saturday Night Fever or Michael Jackson Thriller. Didn't really matter what you listen to. It's pretty beat. So again, today I'm being pretty selective. I'm only taking up to about 100. That was the deal for today. If I get the rest of the estate, all this comes with it. So let's see what else I pull out here. I've only got about an hour to get the stuff out I need today. It's getting pretty late. So I moved down from the living room and I'm in the laundry room, tool room, miscellaneous. At first glance, there's like really not much. The cupboards are all emptied. The drawers, for the most part. But then I got into this section here in the bottom. And this is something I'm pretty excited about. Some vintage toys, lots of 80s stuff. This is more the common variety, but there's some decent stuff in there. Here's some good stuff. So now we're getting into the 70s. That's Amigo. That could be Star Trek. I think that's Thundercats. So there's a couple better ones. You're just going to get a sneak peek here. I'll go through this more thoroughly at home. And I'll just give you a little teaser into this box to give you an idea what's in there. There you go. That's enough of that. So I'm just packing this stuff up. Everybody's hungry and it's late, it's dark out, I haven't eaten. But this is stuff that I really got excited about. This is more 80s Ninja Turtles. This is Kenner's Superpower in here. I'm going to make slots. I'm going to dig through that more thoroughly later. This is probably one of my favorite. But I'm going to make it wait on that one. And this one... This looks like a space Lego set. Again, I'll get that in a better light and we'll look at that. So I'm going to give you a glimpse of the workshop. There's not much down here that's collectible. Oiling cans, things like that. This isn't stuff I'd normally sell in my shop or online. This is stuff I put together in lots, send it to auction. There's some decent usable tools. There will be some junk and some scrap here, but I'll save as much as I can if I buy this stuff. I've not purchased this yet. This is part of the all-in-one job, if they agree to it. The only pieces I'm taking out of this area is this. Just a little bit of fishing tackle, some vintage, not anything real spectacular that I can see. A pipe band, poster, more fishing. A few knives, and if you want to whack some bush, there you go. They can be cleaned up. Someone's gonna like those. So this is all I'm getting out of the workshop area. Unfortunately, they brought a dumpster in, took a lot of stuff out, so who knows what was missed. So I'm in the den right now, or the office we'll call it. Not much in here, but they do have a couple boxes put aside for donation. And I'm a World War II nut. There's lots of VHS in there. Plus, some VHS are becoming quite collectible. So they're planning on throwing out all this. I'm going to take quite a bit with me. There's a CD collection, some cassettes. I take it back to the shop, sort through it, and donate what I don't want. Royal Bank wall calendar. It's tin, cardboard. This is a garbage bag. They packed that. Here. Okay, I'm back at the shop now. I got a little bit of sleep. It was a busy day today, but all I could think about was some of the stuff I bought at that estate. So you saw me digging through the drawers, just pulling out toys and dumping them into bins and things like that. You only got a quick look at it. I only got a quick look at it. Now, before I get through all this stuff, there's 3 sons there, all kind of close in age. The son I was dealing with, some of these toys were his, especially some of the 80s toys you saw. And it was kind of funny when I bought this stuff that he didn't really seem to care about it. He was just kind of like, oh, cool. And he's kind of surprised how much I paid him for it. But, you know, if he doesn't want this stuff, I do, and I know a lot of you guys do too. So let's start with the first bin. This guy right here. See all that? All right, let's dump this out. Okay, that made a mess. There's a nice little heap of metal here. This table needs to be refinished anyway, so that's cool. Let's see what we got. So, move some of this stuff over, spread it out a bit. So, looks like a lot of pressed steel toys from the 70s and 80s. Got this home hardware trailer. See if we got the rest of it. Yep, there it is. Right there. Doesn't look that bad, a little dirty more than anything. We still got the doors on the back, so that'll clean up pretty well. We've got a bit of a dozer here, another Tonka. You know, these are more of the common variety. They're really nice toys. They are becoming more collectible by the day, but condition is really important. This is the kind of stuff that was in the sandbox for extended amounts of time and exposed to the elements. There's another nice little one there. What else we got? Just another Tonka. Yeah, some of these are going to be missing parts. There's some broken parts, but overall they're not too bad. There's another Ford tractor, Ford 4000. Looks like it's mostly there. There would be a trailer on the back. But yeah, this stuff was heavily played with, which it should be. I mean, you know, it's great to put some toys on shelves and keep them in the boxes for collector purposes, but, you know, I'm the kind of guy who likes to have some loose figures as well to mess around. So, mostly just some bits and bytes here. Nothing overly valuable. This is stuff I'm just going to basically put into a lot or 2 and send them off to auction and let somebody else take them home and enjoy them. Okay, bin number 2. This one's in a bigger mess here. There's 100 plus little small pieces in here. Let's see if I'll spread this out a little bit and see if we can find anything cool in here. Oh, there's a little Fisher-Price kayaker in a spacesuit. I think that's the Adventure Team, they call that one. That's kind of fun. The Fisher-Price stuff will all go together. It'll be that 70s kind of action figure stuff, and then we'll find more of stuff like this. The Little People. That one there, that one's plastic, so that's going to be 70s, 80s. Oh, there's some more in here. There's another one, there's a cowboy. Oh, there's a Lex Luthor from the Kenner Superpowers collection, missing a leg. Now, I did clean out all the drawers of the toys, and part of that was because, you know, there could be parts and pieces mixed all over the place, so I'm kind of hoping I find his other leg. I'm not sure who that dude is. Oh, here's one here. This looks like a GoBot, or something similar anyway. Some of these were fast food premiums, but that one might be an actual GoBot. There's a little Cabbage Patch Kid mini. We got Scooter there from the Muppets. Some little posable dude. Oh, there's more Fisher Price. Oh, there's Lex Luthor's leg. See? There it is. So hopefully I can pop that one right back on wherever I put him. There he is. But even the loose figures from this set start at about $10 each without accessories and just go upwards of there. So you can see there's lots of accessories here. You know, there's weapons. There's, you know, so the obvious stuff will just go in a donation box. Anything that looks a little bit better, I'll put aside and separate into lots. Some will go to auction. Most of this stuff will go into auction. All right, so let's pack this one back up. There was a couple little nice finds in here, but I'm looking forward to some of the other stuff I grabbed. Box number 3. So I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy this one here because we've got a lot of vintage Fisher Price here. It looks like a lot of stuff from the 60s, 70s, maybe early 80s. We've got the Play family house, which is hinged on one side. Yep, there's another Fisher Price piece right there. Some construction equipment. Oh, so here's some earlier pieces here. This is a nice wooden one. So that's probably going to date from the 60s. There's another wood one. Oh, there's a Charlie Brown. Now, I'm not sure if that's Fisher Price or not, but it looks like it's the same scale. Looks like he took a bit of a beating, though. I think Lucy took the football away one too many times. There's Ernie from Bert and Ernie. He was one of my favorites. Oh, there's Big Bird as well. So this is a nice little selection of pieces here. There was some Fisher Price in the last box, so we'll be putting all that together. And again, this is all stuff I'm going to lot up and sell in maybe 2 or 3 different Fisher Price lots to collectors out there. Again, not quite the quality I want in my store. The house is kind of beat up. It's got marker and stuff on it. But somebody else is really going to love this stuff. So you probably remember this fun little box here. So this looks really space related. When you look closer at it, like it's not real Lego. Real Lego, well, it's better quality. You can't touch it. I can. And this like kind of translucent block was not a Lego piece. But the Lego all has a Lego logo on the surface of these little pegs here. And this is not that. But it's still pretty cool, whatever it is. I don't remember seeing this when I was a kid. I don't know if I've ever even had this stuff. But it looks like it may have been some sort of space shuttle. It'll be easy enough to look up. I'm not going to try to assemble it. If it turns out to be collectible, I may put it online for auction or let somebody take their chances on what's in here. Okay, so this is when I started getting a little more excited about what I was finding in those cupboards and drawers downstairs. You got a quick look at it, but now we'll take a little closer look and see what's here, because this is some pretty cool stuff. So we'll dump this stuff out. All right. Now we're getting into the stuff I really like here. This is a fun little box. Twinsies here. One's got pants, one doesn't. So these are actually 1970s G.I. Joe figures. But this one here, I think he was called Atomic Man, and he looks kind of like a cross between G.I. Joe, Big Jim, and almost a cheap version of the $6 Million Man. Now, they're not overly valuable. You really want to have all the clothing and accessories, but someone would definitely add these to their collection. Here's a familiar one right here. This is the Thundercats. That's Jackal Man. No accessories, but pretty clean figure altogether. Yeah, he's got the punching action or whatever it is on the back here. Oh, there we go. Yep, cool. Oh, here's a cool one here. So this is from Mego. This is one of the 8-inch figures. This is from the Star Trek line. This is one of the aliens. His name is Gorn. Now this one, he's missing his foot, so I'm hoping I find that somewhere else. Otherwise, it's only good for parts. But a lot of these toy companies were pretty well known for reusing parts and pieces, like the bodies. Were interchangeable. So this guy would have the same body as a bunch of other figures in the brown. And the head here on this one actually is the same head used on the Spider-Man villain, the Lizard, just with a different color and a different paint job on it. So these are really fun. I love finding this stuff, and I'm hoping I find his foot. And here we've also got a little E.T. posable figure in here. He's got a little thing on his back. Oh, you go, of course, yeah. His telescoping head. So creepy. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, so I'm long overdue to watch that again. And this one here, oh, that's a Centurion. That's who this is, and that's his helmet, actually. I think my brother may have got this one for Christmas one year. Now, my brother and I, we're actually fraternal twins, so even though we didn't look the same, my mom dressed us the same, and we got a lot of the same toys. But he actually collected a few different things than me. I was more into G.I. Joe, while he was into Mask and things like that. So that's a really fun piece. You don't find these ones every day because not everybody collected these. So now we're getting to more of the exciting stuff here. Some of my favorite pieces anyway. I mean, you may have liked the Tonka trucks or the Fisher-Price a little bit more, but I love my boy toys. You know, I was an 80s kid, so I collected a lot of this stuff. There's a really nice variety in here. This is some fun stuff here, though. This is some nice Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've got the Foot Soldiers. We've got Shredder. 3 of the Turtles. This one's holding a gun. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be his. Fortunately, you know, I've got all these other bins around me, and there is a lot of random accessories, so I'm going to piece them together as best I can, but they look pretty good. And even though it's late 80s into the early 90s for the Ninja Turtles, they've gotten really hot in the last few years, and I thought it was going to take a long time for them to become collectible, but here we are. There's a nice Gremlins figure right here, based on the movie. I think that his name was Stripe. He was the bad guy, of course. They're always fun. I've actually got one of him in my own collection. He goes with my Christmas diorama with Rudolph and Yukon Cornelius and stuff. Seems like every year I add another figure just to keep it fun. Oh, this guy is actually also in my Christmas diorama. This is Superman from the Superpowers collection. This one came out in 1984. That series ran for about 4 years, 5 years maybe. These were really fun figures. They've all got their own kind of like little action on them. Like with Superman, you would squeeze his legs together and he would punch. He's not doing a whole lot right now. I may have to mess around with him a little bit, but I don't see his cape yet. Hopefully it's another one. But just the way it sits there, that's like a $10, $15 figure. You add the cape, you add a few more dollars onto that, and you get a carded one. Well, then you're upwards of $200-300. These are Dungeons and Dragons figures from the 80s. This one doesn't look too bad right here. They're somewhat collectible. They're $10-15 for these in good condition. Here's a late 80s Batman. This is the Michael Keaton Batman movie. Got like a little random gun. That could be G.I. Joe. And a little Dick Tracy figure. So this is a pretty nice little collection here. With the exception of the couple of cheaper looking pieces, these are going to be $5 to $15 each for the most part, as is. Now this is the one I held back from you guys, just because I thought it had some really cool stuff in it. I wanted to save something for later. So let's dump this one out and take a look at what we've got here. All right. So I can see some gems right off the bat here. Man, that's a lot to go through. Lots of bits and pieces. So I save all the accessories. I match them up. If I can't match them up with what's here, I'll put them aside. But I'm hoping to get some complete figures out of this stuff here. So what we're looking at here is a lot of 80s G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch figures. Here is Serpentor. Actually, I remember my friend got this guy while we were at Toys R Us one day. He's pretty cool. Here's some more G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. That's a G.I. Joe knockoff. There's more G.I. Joe. Oh, there's a cool little Transformers stamp. We've got, let's see, lots of accessories here. We've got some broken G.I. Joes, obviously. The nice thing about these is that you can buy elastics for them online, dirt cheap, and basically restring them. Oh, here's another Kenner Superpowers. This is Firestorm. I thought this guy's a really cool character when he got into the comics. I think he may have been in a couple of the cartoons as well. Oh man, his hand is busted right off. Oh, that's no good. I'll mix him in with another lot for auction. Oh, this is a cool one here. So this is gonna be, I think, early 70s. This is Planet of the Apes. It's not posable, but a really cool looking figure. It looks like the tip of the gun is broken off. That's too bad. So you see we've got lots of really cool G.I. Joe figures mixed in here. We've got lots of accessories. See, there's an original Star Wars. I think that one might be from Empire Strikes Back. That's Yeeries. There's a little Yoda. We got more G.I. Joe. More G.I. Joe. Oh, I think that guy's mask. That's one of the ones my brother collected. I don't know who any of these guys are, but I'll find out pretty quickly. There's a lot of really good websites out there that have galleries, and you can search for them by image, by year, all that sort of stuff. Here's another Kenner Superpowers again. Green Lantern, and I saw it here somewhere. There it is. He's got his lantern with him, so that's a really cool piece. So he's in pretty decent shape. Looks like he's got some good punching action still, yep, and his lantern. So that's a nice piece to sell individually. That'll go in the shop. Same with some of the Star Wars figures and the G.I. Joes, the better ones. The other ones will be posted online for auction. Oh, this one here. So this is going to be Buck Rogers, I believe. This will be just before like the Superpowers one we were just looking at, I think. Again, a really cool posable figure. More G.I. Joe. And then this one right here. So that's a 70s Joker. I think that's from the Pocket Heroes line, they called that one there. That's a really cool little guy. He's about $10, $15 the way he is. And, oh yeah, this one here. I don't remember a whole lot about him, but I know I must have watched the cartoon or had him because I think it was in grade 1 or grade 2. I wrote books, and one of my books I wrote and illustrated was about the Power Lord. So this is a Power Lord figure. You can see he's reversible. So he goes from Adam to the Power Lord. Wasn't around very long, but anybody who does remember this cartoon has fond memories of this guy here. So far, this is my favorite one here. And again, these figures here, depending on if I've got the accessories with them, they're going to be, for the most part, $5 upwards of 10, 15, maybe even 25 or 30 when we're looking at some of the Star Wars, if there's a couple rare ones in here. So these are going to take a little while to go through, but this is stuff I'll do like right into the middle of the night because it's just fun. Okay, last box. This is the one I just opened up and kind of teased you guys with a little bit because I got pretty excited about it too. Haven't gone through it yet, so this is the first time for all of us to see what's in here. And let's just dump this out carefully. Oh, such a mess. Okay. So this one is all kinds of fun for me. Let's separate this out. So you can see a lot of what's in this box here. This is 1980s Transformers, first generation toys, you know, mid 80s for the most part. I collected Transformers for about the first 3 years. I loved them to death. I wish there was more pictures of me with them. I haven't been able to find any yet, but really fond memories. And the first one that jumps out at me is going to be the Optimus Prime. So this one here is from the first couple years. It's got the little rubbing patch on here so you can identify him as an Autobot and not a Decepticon, and he's a good guy and he's not going to kick your ass. I'm hoping some of the accessories are in here, but when Transformers first came out, this is the first one I got. I was so excited. I wanted Optimus Prime. I thought he was the coolest. I watched the cartoon like crazy. My brother was just as into it as I was, and he got Megatron. So here's a Dinobot. I think I had a couple of these guys. I was probably just getting out of it at that point. It's funny, when I first got into this business, like as a part-time venture, this is the stuff I bought and sold, but I don't come across it that often, and it's only been recently that I've really been advertising for it, because it is my favorite stuff. And I used to remember the names for like 90% of these guys, but so it'll all come back to me pretty quickly, I'm sure. But you can see, like, here's here's an Insecticon down here. We've got this little guy here that looks more like a GoBot. Lots of parts. Thankfully, I can look this stuff up online quickly and piece them together. That's part of Optimus Prime there. That I think goes with the Joker figure from the other box there. I think that's his kind of his tuxedo top right there. If so, that's pretty cool. That'll add some value. Oh, here's a little Jawa. This was always a fun little toy. People love this one. He's just tiny compared to the rest of them. They didn't play a big part in the movie, but people love them. Now, with this piece here, you're looking for the vinyl cape, which is really elusive. I mean, there's not really many out there. People reproduce them like crazy. If I found one in this collection, I would be pretty certain it was original because these guys haven't played with these toys since they were kids. But that's a fun little one there. We've got more Transformers, Constructicon. We've got all the originals here. These ones aren't overly valuable, but I sell them together in a lot. We've got more accessories in here. This was one of my favorite baddies right here. This is Soundwave. He's seen better days. He looks like he's missing some fists. He's missing the case on the front's broken. So a lot of work in here to see what I've really got and see if I can complete some figures. We've got arms and legs and weapons and really unrecognizable pieces. So I've got some of these ones organized right here. Some of my favorites, some of the more interesting stuff. I didn't have a chance to really look at the condition. I was under a time crunch, so it's going to be hit and miss on some of these, but overall, pretty good. We've got the Ramones, Rocket to Russia, iconic album cover. Everybody's seen that one before. That's a great record. This is an interesting one. This is Gen X. The album's Kiss Me Deadly. If you recognize this guy right here, that's Billy Idol before he went solo. Kim Mitchell, great Canadian artist. He's got a lot of hits. Definitely worth checking him out if you're not from Canada. And we've got Max Webster, Kim Mitchell's band before he went solo. This one's also got a lot of hits on it. Everybody's got to have that one in their collection. Aerosmith Permanent Vacation. We've got this one here is a compilation record. There's two records in this one actually. Heavy Metal. Pink Floyd Metal, another great album. This one's got Roger Waters and David Gilmour on it. This is post Syd Barrett. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. I was way too young when I saw this movie for the first time. I think I was about 11 years old. This is just one of the funniest movies in the world. These guys, I would love to see them live on stage. And this one here I just thought was kind of funny. Just this guy chilling out in a field somewhere, it looks like. It looks like it might even be pot plants. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's some serious denim going on here. Oh, maybe it's a willow tree. Narvel Felts. I think it's religious music, actually, to tell you the truth. So I can almost guarantee that's not a marijuana field. I think it's just he's standing behind a big branch from a willow tree. I'm gonna find out where this guy's from. So that's the bulk of the good stuff here. The records, when I put a new batch out, the really good stuff like the punk rock for sure and some of the classic rock, usually goes pretty quickly, but it's not like I sell every record the same week it comes in. So if I'm paying $3 a record and I'm selling them out of an average of about $10 or $12, that's a fair markup because I'll sell a handful right away. It may take me a couple weeks and I'll get my investment back. But then it can take me 3-4 months to make a half decent profit, and then before I know it, I'm done with the whole stack that's been here for 6 months or even longer, and I've got to discount them by half and discount them further, and then just blow them out in a whole lot at the auction. So really happy with this find right here. So as you can see, that was a pretty good haul. Not too bad for about 2-3 hours there in the evening. Now, just prior to filming this part of this segment, I got an exciting call from the brother I was dealing with. All the siblings are on board. I've got the green light to go ahead and clear the estate. That's going to take place in a few weeks' time. I'm going to have a helper or two with me. I'm really excited to really dig around deep, see if we can find some more treasure. As you can see, I did leave a lot behind, some valuable items in there, but I can only accommodate so much in my store at any given time, and my storage space is overflowing as we speak. So I'll make room for it one way or the other. I'm really excited to get started on that. I've got lots of time to prepare. So stay tuned because there is going to be more to this story, and I'm sure we're going to find something exciting in there. So thank you very much for stopping by today. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel because there's lots more to come. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.